Welcome everyone, this is Loki Lord, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a server with FTP access and how to manage to set it up completely without any issues. There will be issues, but that's when you start the server. It won't happen instantly, and I cannot fix them with you, but I will show you how to at least set up Cauldron, that now is MCPC with the DNS tech pack. It works for any type of pack because the mods don't differ with however Forge works. Forge works the same way on any pack, and that's how Cauldron sees it too. So let's start off instead with starting up first and make it go over to packs and create server. Now you'll choose the latest version of your pack. So I just gotta wait for it to even start up, but let's take that again. There we have it. Now just choose what mods you want. I don't want to hook this. Even if it says Cauldron, it says updated version of MCPC, adds bucket and spigot functionality to Forge servers. You don't want that, because this version of Cauldron probably is outdated. So I'm just going to take the mods I want to play with. This is the mods we use on the second server, by the way, so that's why I choose the optional mods, because I can remove them later for the first server. So I'm just wait for it to download in the meantime. And I go to document ATL servers and look into the 1.714 folder of DNS. Now it said we're done downloading. So we take a look into here and we need all those. You don't have to copy them necessarily. You can just copy the folder to the desktop. I already made a folder, so I just copy them over. Or not copy, I just move them over. And now let's start off with the first thing that most of you probably want to do. You want to edit the configs. For example, you want to remove, let's say, making iridium and a skull with advanced solar panels. It's molecular transformer. Sorry for that. And other things. I don't know. That depends on you, what you want to nerf or what you want to remove or add for that kind of manner. So the libraries folder, yeah, there's one button on your keyboard and it says delete. Yeah, you hit that. You absolutely do not need that folder because it will create issues right away. If you have any issues even starting up the server, then it's in your libraries folder. We head over to the light config folder, which we don't need, and the mods folder, which you also don't need unless you want to remove some mods. That depends completely up. That's completely up to you. So next part is that we don't need those. We need the Minecraft server jar, that's true, but we will also get that from Cauldron later. So we can remove all of these, and the options file it's not needed. You can if you want to, you can remove it. I let it stay for that matter. And the forge jar, we don't need it, but we let it stay in case some files are missing. It will extract them from the forge jar, so it's better to always be sure. Now we look for Cauldron on Google, and we'll say Cauldron Minecraft Forge.net. And we go up to downloads, and we choose the latest version with an installer. Now, if you're on Windows, you can use the installer -win, but it's extremely slow, so I just use the Java version of it because it's much faster. So yeah, I use that instead. Also go always, or most of the time, try to go for the latest version that's stable for your Minecraft version. Here it says recommended, and here it's latest. So recommended is 1.80. I think we go for that too. Now that applies some annoyance deluxe. So just go and download again. And then we wait for it to finish, of course, but that's everyday logic. Gotta try to keep up time here. Okay, it's done downloading. So we close browser, open the Cauldron jar file. It will be automatically on install server. We also want that. And then we want to make a new folder, or we can use the folder that's already here. We'll use that. It will give you a warning that there's already files in the target directory. You just click OK, it doesn't matter. And as you can see, as we have the folder opened up, we'll see that it will download the libraries folder and the libraries inside automatically for you, and also the cauldron.jar file. And once that's done, I will show you how to set it up on your server. I will use 2 example servers. That will be OMG serve and Very Games. Also, I will be cutting out the part where I log in because of security reasons. As you can see, it says OK when it finished downloading. So you just click on that. Then it's done, and you can just delete that. And as you can see, it added the Cauldron folder and the libraries folder. Now we'll see you again when I'm done logging in. Okay, then I'm back, and as you can see, I'm logged into the servers, and I will now show you how to set it up. I don't have host for that matter, for the people that have host and it differs from every host how you manage to set it up. So most hosts, it's like Very Games, where you click on your tab, open up my server, for example, and you need to add in the name of the version you're using. For us, it will of course be one, the same as is here, just instead of 183, which I use currently on the official server running, we have to change it to 0. Now, as I won't do that, of course, we don't have to click validate, but if you didn't do that yet, click validate. Now start the server, of course, and remember the important thing with this. I will be back soon again. Okay, then I'm back. So as you can see, I'm logged into the FTP. Now the important thing is transferring the files up to the FTP server. Now what matters is that you need to copy every of those files over there. So on Very Games, that should be Games, Minecraft, Open Mod. Just gotta check if I don't have any. Okay. And then you have to delete everything that's in there. Control A and just click on delete. No, I don't want to do that because the servers are running all the time, so I can't do that. But if so, we would do Control A, delete. There would be nothing in here. Then we would choose all those here and just drag them over and wait for it to finish. Now that's how it would work on Very Games. And once you have done that, of course, remember the Cauldron. Enter the name of your jar, where you can manually do that over name. And for that, you just click on maintenance and then start your server. Restart, stop, or start, it will say. Now let's head over to OMG server. OMG server is a bit different here. What you first gotta do is, of course, again, transfer the files. However, that is kind of different this time. Now, it will say for you that there's nothing in here. And that's the fact, it's not. But once you first make an OMG server, it will create some files for you. Gotta go into here and remember to keep the server.properties file once you create a server, because it will ask you like what you want to do or what version you want, and it will ask you something like these. You just go on to open mod and it won't say anything. That's because you haven't chosen anything yet. So you just click on open mod, and that's all you need to click. And then you just let the server.properties file stay. Now, and you delete the rest, and then you drag over your files that you need on the server here to the FTP. Now, what is important here is instead, as you have done open mod, you need to reload the web page of OMG server. because it has to reload the jars. So what you then do is you go into choose a version, and down here on open mod it will say Cauldron. Go ahead and pick that and click on change version. Now the server is running, so I can't execute this right now. But you only click on change version and it will ask you OK or cancel. Just click OK and that's all you need. You click then start, stop, or reset, and that's all you need to set up your server. If you have any other questions about how to set up plugins, set up mods, configs, just ask me. Even if I sometimes don't have time, I will still look at them or look at your questions. So if it's really needed that you need me instantly, you can always get me on Skype too. Just ask me over a message for my Skype name, if that's if that's really relevant. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time I do my tutorial.